The Heaux Bag.
This episode is brought to you by Coco Laveau.
Coco Laveau is created by two female dermatologists. The Bikini Smoothing Cream smooths bumps in the bikini area from hair removal. Also prevents and reduces ingrown hairs and lightens dark spots in the bikini area. You can buy at CocoLeveaux.com. That's CocoLaveau.com and use code HEAUX for $10 off. Follow on Instagram at CocoLeveaux and tell them we sent you.
And we're back.
We're back.
We're back. With the bullshit. So what are we talking about today?
This episode is If I Can't Have You, Nobody Can.
Nah, nigga.
No, for real. That crazy love. Yeah, that's what we're talking about today. That crazy love.
So, this started with a thing going viral on Instagram. It was like,
But it was
knew
from
he
Twitter.
hated me. But it came from Twitter, yeah. It was like, I knew he hated me when, and then women start naming a bunch of examples of like abuse. Like,
that one was triggering. Like it really was. The one that you sent me, I'd never even seen that. When I was reading them, I was like, oh, none of these are funny. This is fucked up.
Like somebody, one was like she was 4 months pregnant, and then the guy, like, I guess beat her so bad she lost the baby because he didn't want the baby.
Trigger warning, guys.
Yeah, I'm sorry. And then another one was, I just remember her saying he knew she was allergic to peanuts, so he ate like a handful of peanuts and then went to kiss her to try to have her have an allergic reaction. So it's just like, it was really about men treating women like shit. Granted, women do the same thing to men, so let's not just isolate this and say that men are abusers, because violence goes both ways and neither way is acceptable. Gosh, this sounds heavy, but Toya has some funny versions.
So it says women are sharing their stories and experiences about when they realized men hated them. And it actually came from a Twitter user named Oloni, Oloni. So yeah, when did you realize he hated you? And I think I don't know if she was being funny when she started it, but I think people just kind of got deep and was like, yeah, I knew he hated me when blah, blah. So one said, he went to sleep in our second bedroom and I came to lay with him and he said, I came to sleep in here for a reason. I laughed. Then there was another one that said, after we had sex for the first time, and my first time ever, he got his Bible out and started showing me scriptures about how I was a Jezebel. And another one says, when I went through his phone, I thought he was sleeping. Then he turned and said, after you finish finding what you're looking for, go cry outside.
Damn. No, that's for real though.
And then one said, I asked to meet his mom after several months of being together. And he replied, it's not like we're going to be together much longer anyway.
Damn.
Yeah.
Y'all do this to yourselves, honestly.
When I wrote him the last paragraph and he replied, I've read this before, nothing will change.
Damn, sis.
Look, I tell you what, I do not go through phones anymore. I learned my lesson the last time I went through a phone. Because, okay, first of all, he was asleep and it's like, damn, we're not together at this point. So let me hurry up and look through his phone. And I looked through it and I'm talking about he had like 1% of battery left. So I had to be strategic. I'm like, shit, let me try to look at all the shit. Let me look at certain bitches and see if this nigga lying to me. He was. And all I could do, the phone died. And I was like, fuck, I wanted to scream.
Damn.
And all I could do was just lay there with tears and just go to sleep. Because it's not like I could be like, wake up, you hoe ass nigga. Yeah. I didn't want to seem like a crazy bitch, but
I don't believe in going through people's stuff just because if you looking for something, you gonna find it.
For damn sure.
And it's just like, why are you trying to piss yourself off? I was telling somebody this the other day. I was like, if like sometimes I tell Toya certain things, but I don't mean it. Like, well, I don't. So case in point, I was on a date at the Astros game, and the guy that I was with had recently told me he loved me. So, like the couple days before or something like that. So I text Toya. I was like, looks like I gotta call blank a pussy ass hoe ass bitch ass nigga to get an I love you. And like Toya text me something, and that was the last message. And he's looking at my phone, and I was like, Yeah, so
You had to play that off.
so we at the 7th inning, they finished.
Yeah.
It was so awkward. It's like, stop being nosy. Like, I mean, it wasn't bad, but you don't get your feelings hurt. I feel like my personal thoughts are my personal thoughts between me and my friends. So like, that's none of your business, or else I would have told it to you.
Just like my friends talking about, oh yeah, Toya, why don't you pin the group chat to the top of the hell no. That's the first thing. Oh, fun fact. When you're looking for dirt, go to the niggas group chat. That's where you can find all the dirt. Because that's how I went there first. I was like, shit. They ain't talking about nothing. I only had 1% I was working with, so I just had to move around. But yeah, they be trying to name the group chat. That's no.
Yeah, gotta keep them guessing. But what was I gonna say? So would you ever that kind of just fucked up. I was about to skip all the way over. But how much access do you let your man have to you?
Ew.
Like, how do you feel like these women? So let me back up. I feel like these women, and I'm not trying to be insensitive when I say this. I feel like women isolate themselves from their family and friends. You have joint bank accounts, so you isolate yourself from your own funds, or you become fully dependent on this man where you are stuck in a situation to where if he tells you to get out his house, you're begging for him to forgive you so that you have a place to stay. Because guess what? You've also fucked over your friends, ain't seen them in 5 years, and they like, nah, bitch, you can't come stay with me. I ain't seen you. I don't know you no more. So like, I think people give their significant other too much access to themselves sometimes in certain situations. And then when these things happen, it's like, I'm not going to say you put yourself in a situation, because if you were young and didn't really understand like having an exit strategy, then I get it. Like you can get stuck in these situations, but like stop giving everybody all access to you. Like they know where you're going to be at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. They know, you wake up at 8 a.m. and you call your mama. So the one time you do something different, they're like, yo, what's up? They're starting to get a little suspect. And that even makes it easier for them to cheat on you too, if you think about it, because they know where you're going to be at. So I was saying on Instagram the other day, have an exit strategy. Like I don't believe you should always have one foot out the door, but I do believe you should have, I believe in joint bank accounts, but I also think you should have your own bank account. I think that you should, still have your girl time, still, always keep your education or your licensures up so that in the event you do end up single, that you could still take care of yourself. I had a friend who had dropped out of a nursing school. She was like, oh, he's the perfect guy, bought her house and everything. Guess he started beating on her. Actually, yeah, I told her I was going to talk about this a long time ago. I think he started beating on her, and then she was like, dang, now I got to go back to school. Damn. It's me and my son. I got to, pick up the pieces and everything. And I was like, damn, sis, why would you drop out of school? Because a nigga promised you the world. Because guess what? Those niggas like to isolate you, and those people, because women do it too, but like to isolate you so that they can control you. And like, just, I don't know, always be wise. And it's not saying that you don't believe in true love and happiness and all that stuff. It's just that shit happens. People change like the wind.
I had a friend like that who she was with this guy she's still with him, but it's kind of like a cry wolf situation to where you're with the guy or you're with the person, period. That person may start manipulating you, beating on you, whatever, and you go and you tell your friends and your family. Now, your friends and your family hate this person. 2 months later or 2 weeks later, you back with that person. So then the cycle starts all over again. Then boom, I need y'all to help me. Can y'all? Okay, now look, damn it. This happens every year. You've been with this man for 8 years. At some point,
you like it.
Yeah, like you do. You really like it. Or I think it goes back to what you were saying, that people do get so stuck in a situation to where they don't have an extra strategy. And they're just like, damn, my whole life is wrapped around this one person. I don't even know who I am anymore.
Facts.
Because I've turned into who this person probably wants me to be. So now you're right. Your friends don't know who the fuck you are. Because shit, last time I knew you was Chanel. Now you Shatifa with a hair wrap. And you don't eat pork. I mean, I don't know who you are.
You judging my Jezebel ass. When you used to be in these streets plenty, bitch.
Nah, but I literally had a friend that was like that. And I happened to be there one time when the guy had hit her. But I don't condone domestic violence. However, she's one of these people. Yeah, you hoe ass nigga. Da-da-da-da. She's one of those. So she literally was picking. And I was sitting there eating my food like, oh shit. And I seen it happen. And he cocked back and he punched her in the face. And I was like, so when the police got called, unfortunately, I didn't see shit. because I already knew what was going to happen because this wasn't the first merry-go-round. She said, I want to press charges, lock him up. She threw all his shit out. By the time the court case came, I'm looking at my calendar like, ain't you supposed to be going to court? Oh, girl, we worked it out. Girl, stop calling the police for this shit if you know you just finna go back with this person. Like,
I want to also touch on that from a different perspective. I had a homegirl. She was engaged to this guy. They got into an argument. And I guess she had like walked out the house and he said, shut up. Or he said something that she didn't like. So she turns back around, goes in the house and punches him in his face. He broke up with her and he put her out. And she was just like, he won't take me back. He shouldn't take you back. I wouldn't be in a situation where I'm getting my ass beat. Why should he? Because you didn't like what he said? Yeah, oh, you got anger issues?
Yeah.
Y'all, man, it's also okay to not deal with somebody's angry ass daughter. Like, that shit's not fucking cute. I was looking at something on Twitter and it was like, the girl, some woman knocked this NFL player's tooth out. And everybody's like, he deserved it. Yeah, she pretty, so let her go. He clearly, that's, you know, she can handle hers. And I was like, that's not okay.
Because it had been charges. He knocked her damn tooth out like Fab and Emily. I'm still on your head, Fab. Emily might have forgot, but I didn't. Shit.
You got brain damage.
You down here trying to pick up the pieces and shit. Teeth just gone.
Girl, but so you were at Axelrad. Remember you were telling me about?
Yeah, so I guess piggybacking off of exit strategies, if you're ever on like a date or something, have you been in that situation? Because I have, where you like, hey girl, matter of fact, you did that. You was like, hey, I'm gonna send you my location just in case it's our first date. This thing might be trying to kidnap me and stuff like that. People think that's funny, but me and all my friends do that. Like, regardless, it's too much going on now to where you can say the wrong thing on a date and a guy fucking snaps. And let's say you roll with him, now he trying to kidnap you and fucking toss you off into at least at the end of the day, I can be like, hey, the last time I talked to Taylor, this is where she was at. It was 4:00. You know, some things you really do have to take seriously. But I went to this place. I'm not going to say where it was because I don't want dudes getting weird. And when I used the restroom, there was a paper on the back and it was like, hey, are you on a Tinder date? Are things not going the right way? Well, all you have to do is go to the bar and ask for a woman named Bianca, and we're automatically going to know that you're in a bad situation and you need to be saved from it. So when you ask for Bianca, we'll tell you to go back to your seat and she'll come out and she'll get you in a discreet manner to get you out of that situation. But just know when Bianca comes, grab your shit and go ahead and go. And that was really dope at that place that I went to because, yeah, you go to like an Astros game or something and you see that little paper that says, you know, we don't believe in domestic violence, call whatever hotline to call. But this is more, you know, like personal, like, hey, we're going to make sure you get up out of that situation. I thought that was really dope. I think my exit strategy is always the typical, oh man, you said what? My baby is my scapegoat every time.
Now I just get up and go.
But no, I mean, if you really think about it, it's y'all first date. I don't owe you no explanation.
I don't. You know what? This didn't work out. Like, so, okay, so if y'all follow me on Twitter, I had posted, I had this very long, it was a very great day worth of dates. Like,
it was. I was living my life through you.
And so I was like, he was like, hey, I can either come pick you up or I can send you a lift or you could drive. I didn't want to give him my address for the lift. I didn't want him to pick me up because I hadn't met the guy. It was like we met online and I hadn't done an online thing in a long time. And so I was like, I'll just drive out there. And so like we ended up having a great time. And then so he had put it to where we would like have, we would pause and go to like another, like a bar or something. And he was like, those are also his exit strategies. So he could be like, damn, my kid just called and she gotta go. Like, but we ended up hanging out all day. Like, and then we had another follow-up date after that. So like, it was like a really, really good situation. But yeah, I'm always just like, I used to do this thing where I had these friends, Rachel and Raquel, and I would be like, bitch, if I text you code red, I'm gonna call you. You call me screaming like something's happening. And she would call. I'd be like, code red. Mama just got kicked out the house. Like, and I was like, damn, I gotta go get my sister.
Look, cause I'm answering on speakerphone. Shit.
And so I think some niggas knew that I was full of shit. But but now I just be like, you know what? Yeah, it's just, yeah, I'm tired. I'm going home. Which works out for me because everybody knows I fall asleep everywhere. So just get up and go now. Cause I don't know. Exercise your right to say nah, fam.
Yeah, seriously.
Like the way I tell y'all, nah, y'all can't come on this podcast. Just no, like
with a smile. It doesn't have to be ugly. No, you know what because everything ain't for everybody and everybody isn't for everybody. And once everybody understands that, I think things will go a little smoother. Have you ever had a guy that asked you to share your location with him? Like not current location so he can see where you're at, like permanently share your location with him. I think it's a good idea just in case you should just share your location.
Actually, I have never had anybody ask me that. But you know, people get blocked so quick, I don't think they would ever think to ask me. How about you? Toya won't share her location with me, but mine is always shared with her just in case I go missing.
Yeah, no. I have my whole group of friends share locations with each other, and I'm like, y'all are not the police. Like, if something happened to me, what the fuck are y'all gonna do? Like, I don't know. And they nosy too. Like, they motherfuckers like, what you doing over here? I'm like, mind your business.
Well, I've had a situation where a close loved one of mine was telling me that they were suicidal last year, and so I had their location on. I got in my car. I was like, pulled up. No, like I'm here for you.
That's sweet.
Like, so certain things like that I do, but like if you my nigga and you trying to just keep tabs on me, like, oh, but you was out here at 2:00 in the morning, why the fuck? You in my business?
Don't do that. You know what? So I do have a friend though, and she had shared her location with this dude that she was dealing with. Not her boyfriend. And it's for the life of me, I still don't understand what the hell were y'all sharing locations for? Yeah, is it a trust issue? Is it a manipulation issue? Like, why did he need your location, but you didn't have his?
You know what?
She got deep into the
conversation. Sorry. I remember when we first crossed. So I'm a Delta. So like when some people get insecure when your friends or your significant others become Greek because you start spending a lot more time with your new people or whatever. So I remember I had this one homegirl. She would always be like, oh, I can't come out. I need to go home and take a picture and send it to him because he wants to make sure I'm at home. This is before sharing locations was a thing. And I was just like, this nigga don't pay your bills. Like, he clearly don't fuck you good. And I heard he be hitting on you sometimes. Like, why? What is it? Like, is it the hopes that you'll get married to him one day?
And that's she's not even getting married to?
Girl, and the thing is, this girl's so beautiful. And I'm just like, it's like the people, like the most beautiful people got the lowest self-esteem. Like, for what reasons, I have no idea. But I just remember she would have to go home. I had another close friend who used to do that. Her nigga would get real, like, upset about her being out with all the Deltas and then all the Qs. And so she wasn't allowed to go to Kappa parties for sure. And she had to be home at 9:00 because that's just an appropriate time for a future wife to be in the house. Like, on some bullshit.
I don't know. Sometimes niggas know that they gal as a hoe. So.
But then peep this nigga ended up crossing. He was like, yo, I'm trying to enjoy my Greek life. And was never home, was always out. And she just kind of dealt with it a little bit to an extent. And I was just like, this is manipulation. Like, it's fucked up. I don't get why people certain people want to have control over somebody's life. And it just makes you miserable. I don't want that kind of love. I'm sorry.
I did see some, I think I saw a meme or something that was like that somebody was like, I don't want that. You can't live without me, love. Me neither.
Because did you hear about what happened at the aquarium?
I heard about it, but I don't know to the fullest extent. Like, I heard it was like a love triangle type of deal.
Yeah, I don't know to the fullest extent either. So, but there was like a man and a woman in there on a date, and another man walks in, shoots them both, kills one, and then kills himself. I don't want that kind of love.
Me neither.
Lead it. If the dick is that good, keep it. Go find you another bitch. Taylor ain't it.
I still want the dick. Just give the crazy shit to the other bitch. Just saying. No, you know what? When I was younger, I'll say, because I used to have a hood niggas been having me in shackles for years. And I used to think it was cute. I used to think that that's what it meant for somebody to love you. If they're willing to damn near bust your shit open to the white meat. You know what I'm saying? And I don't even know where I got that from, but I see that there's a lot of women still to this day. Like, but that's back when I was like 16, 17, 18. I think I finally got out of that at like 21, which is a long time. But I even see like now people really are inspired by these celebrities that they see online. Lil Durk and whatever his girlfriend's name is, I think it is. Yeah, India. Like, I guess somebody came and tried to shoot some shit up or something. I'm just like, the comments that I saw underneath was just like, oh, this is goals and this is relationship goals and da-da. Y'all live for toxic shit at this point. Like, y'all all want a future. Y'all all want to be the 10th baby mama. Y'all all live for drama.
Hell no.
And it's like, I really believe that until you've actually experienced what good, pure love feels like, you're never going to want to go back to that shit. Because it's like detrimental to everything. Like, if I'm used to dating a guy that doesn't do shit for me, don't take me nowhere, the smallest things that he does for me is going to be like, oh my God, babe, look what you do. But when you get used to a man that's willing to go out of their way to send you flowers, hey, let me cash app you $100. Go get your car detailed. I heard you talking about this the other day. Here's that. And I'm not saying that they have to always show you love in the form of money or anything like that, but they can hear you just saying that you want to go to the park. And he says, hey, do you mind getting dressed so I can pick you up? Where are we going? I'm going to surprise you and take you to the park. Little things like that. When you experience shit like that, you never want to go back to that other shit. Because when you do, you're going to be full of complaints because you like, what? If one man can do it for you, another man can. At that moment, he's choosing not to do it for you.
It's funny that you say that, because now if I open a door, like I have a tendency to just open a door, but like if a nigga don't come and open my door, I'm like, can't fuck with him.
Yeah.
Because I'm so used to like gentlemen, and it's just
chivalry.
It's I don't know. I can't go back to watching, like, it's just weird, like the littlest things. And so yeah, let's change the tone of this really quickly. So what's something positive? And so that we were talking about the negative stuff. I knew he hated me when. When did you know somebody, a former love or a current one, loved you?
When he went out of his way to actually tell me, hey, I know these are the things that I'm fucked up about, but I'm actually working on them. Because acknowledgement to me and change behavior, I love it.
Yeah. I don't think nobody ever loved me like that.
No, I mean, I think so too. When people just wanna make you feel good, I think that's love. And that dude taking you on a whole freaking day worth of dates.
Y'all, so he's so sweet and he loves this show. So his birthday was actually recently, and he was like, so after that day, he was like, so when I'm gonna see you again, how about next Friday? I'm like, bet. I'm thinking, usually I don't work on Friday, so I didn't have no problem with it. So he's like, yeah, we're gonna do da-da-da-da. He sends me another agenda. And I'm just like, oh, this is dope. Like, bro, like energy. I'm feeling it. So then we talking.
Y'all, hold on. Look at the screen. This nigga type light skin shit.
He is light skin.
Okay, I'm dead. Y'all, the people we work with really ain't shit. I'm gonna just let y'all know.
Steve, you were fucking retarded. Anywho, shit, I can't even get the story no more. but no, like I just knew it was energy. So like we just texted regular, and then he's like posting on Instagram, like reposting a happy birthdays. I'm like, nigga, it's your birthday. Like, you doing all this for me? Like, it was just stuff like that. So like experiencing that, like somebody genuinely showing an interest in you, versus like people like, oh, just come over and chill. I'm gonna get you some pizza. And it's just like, why would I invest this time and stuff into you? And it's just the being thoughtful that counts. It's not even about the money. It's more so just being creative and paying attention to some of the stuff that you've either heard on the podcast or heard, saw the memes, which don't believe my Instagram because I just post bullshit all fucking day. But just somebody paying attention to you. So yeah, I can see that's a form of, I knew he loved me. Not love, but I knew he was into me and actually paid attention when this, because baby, they was going in on them negative, how he hated them. Some of you niggas do hate women. We talked about y'all. Y'all hate y'all mamas. Y'all hate yourselves. You hate your kid. Like,
I hate your gums because they black. No, for real. You know what somebody told me because this is back before I was a little older. They said, because I believe that a person should have maybe a joint account, but also have a separate account. And I think that women in particular have been doing that for a long time. And I think it's so deep rooted in us to do it, because a lot of women were homemakers. We didn't work. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So, but we still had kids, and we knew that at the end of the day, if anything, if this nigga ever put me out, he probably gonna put these kids out too. Or I'm gonna have to, do what I gotta do to make sure that me and my kids are okay. So I think I have that mentality now that I'm a mom. I'm like, even if I get married, I don't have a part in the back of my head that, oh, what if something goes wrong? But what if something does go wrong? Because people, especially these days, get divorces like they're fucking changing their draws. Things just aren't everlasting anymore. So I think you should always, the I comes before the we.
Girl, speaking of divorces, my homegirl says she's gonna get married twice. The first time she says for money, the second time will be for love. And I was like, that's fucking crazy. But it makes sense. Like, some people are looking for a come up. Some people are looking for, somebody to split rent with, and whatever they got to do. They're looking to breed certain types of kids and all
I
this
can't wait to
shit.
split rent. Oof, Lord.
At this point, I think I'm gonna stop talking so much shit because sometimes I'm tired of being independent.
Look, I did not sign up for this independence. I told y'all a long time ago on one of these episodes, I was not marching for this shit.
Oh my God.
Housewife me, please. Shit.
Oh my God.
Did you see that? Did you see that meme where the dude said, if she want me to pay all the rent, she better have that ass in the house by 9 o'clock. That ain't no problem. Shit. I'm tired of the streets. I'll be in the house at 9. Shit, 8:59.
I told one nigga, I was like, you ain't never got to worry about, like, your girl ain't cheating because her ass always falling asleep everywhere, because that's just what it is. Like, I'm not trying to be, I'm getting older. And although I like to think I'm still young, my body said, sit the fuck down, Taylor.
You ain't lying. Do you have a hoe tip?
Absolutely. Zoom in on me. Come on real quick. And no. No. Don't stop settling because you're lonely, ladies, and stop putting yourselves in situations. On a serious note, to be in a situation to understand how much nigga really hates you. The first time he shows you who he is, and believe him. He's gonna justify it. Anything after that, I'm sorry, you got it coming to you. People can change, but you don't have to be in these situations. That's my whole tip. On top of, no, you can't come on the podcast. What's your whole tip?
That was a good one. That shit hit a little deep. Might have hit me to the core. Hold on, I need a little minute. Damn, I had a whole tip, but I think hers kind of trumped mine. Mine is about your location. I really don't think that your man needs to know your location at all times. And I'm not even talking about from a safety issue, just meaning keeping tabs. That's what I mean. Well, what time you gonna get there? What time you gonna leave? What time you gonna do this? What time you gonna do that? Why are you asking me? Because are you trying to do something in between the times that I said I'm not gonna be home? That's how my mind works. Because I feel like sometimes people will throw what they're doing in the bullshit onto you to make it seem like they ain't doing nothing. But they doing something, goddammit. Keep your head on a swivel, ladies. That's my keep your head on a swivel.
Eyes on the prize. You're the prize, sis.
On that note, bye.